Hi, this is Joyce from This That Creations, where I inspire you to be original in all you do and just be you. Today I'm participating in an open invite Dollar Tree event hosted by Mama Dares to DIY and Sweet Urban Rose. Please check out their channels and also check out that playlist link down below with all those amazing DIYers. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. And also don't forget to help a girl out. Like and follow my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that bell for notifications. Now let's get started. All right guys, today we're starting out in my shop. We have here a spindle I got at the thrift store. It says $4, but this girl did not pay that. I paid $2. We got a light for $1 at the Habitat. We have some light fixtures that we're gonna change and switch around. I did not like the gold and I wanted silver. We have a light switch. We have a Dollar Tree. We have this little bucket I got at the thrift store for 50 cents. I have this piece I got at the Goodwill for $2.99. We are gonna go ahead and we're gonna drill a hole in here. We're gonna drill a hole in here, and we're gonna drill a hole in this. We're gonna go ahead and cut this down, and we need to drill straight through. So we're gonna go ahead and get a piece of old wood, our clamps, and we're gonna set up a station so we can get a straight line. Guys, we're done with the project down here in the shop. Thank goodness for video editing because it was a hot mess. So now we're gonna go ahead and take it upstairs into my craft room and finish this project up. Let's go. All right, I got these two pieces, guys. I got my base and my spindle. And what I want to do first is I want to go ahead and use my Waverly Antique Wax. And we're gonna cover both of them because I want them to be basically the same color. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab our brush. And I'm just gonna dip right in. And I'm gonna do a heavy coat because I want to plan on doing, and we'll see how it goes, is going back with a baby wipe and wiping it down. So we're just gonna go ahead and brush this on right quick. Doesn't need to be perfect, because we'll be adding to it. Now I absolutely love the Waverly products. I love this antique wax. I like that you can make it lighter or darker depending on if you wipe it off or how heavy you go. And it can change the color of your project. You could also use it to make it something look antique and lightly brush it on there with a sponge or a paintbrush. So I'm absolutely in love with the Waverly products. So as I'm doing this piece, I'm just gonna kind of go around this metal because I like the metal and I like that it's already rusted. That's my kind of character. So I'm gonna leave it as is. And if I do get some on there, we can wipe it right off. I'm gonna go ahead and take my baby wipe, and it's moist. And I want to wipe some of this off to dilute the color a little bit, make it a little lighter. So we're just gonna go ahead and take it over our piece. And we're gonna wipe. You'll have some coming off. You can leave it heavier and darker in areas depending on what you want. And you can also use different paints, brown paints or colors, and add water to make a different stain. I just really like the antique. So that's what we're using. Okay, so on here you can see I'm wiping off. I kept the metal so you can see the rust. And I like that some of these darker spots still stay dark even though I'm wiping it off. And that way I can get my base and my spindle to kind of be the same color that I wanted. Okay, so now I went ahead and wiped these down. We're gonna go ahead and start with our Waverly white chalk. I'm gonna go ahead and use my base that we did in the shop. It's black. I'm going to kind of do a dry brush, a little heavy-handed on some spots, but I want the black to come through. And we're going to also do that on our two pieces once they dry. We're going to dry brush white on them. Okay, now we put white in all our pieces. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a quick sand job here and just line it up a little bit. So we're going to do that around all the pieces. We're going to do it to our lantern and our base. Okay, I'm finished sanding. I just went around the edges on this lantern so you can see some of the wood. You could do more or less, however you like it, but I wanted some of the wood to show through because that's what I love to do. And I also have it around the base here. I just went to what I was happy with, sanded it, more spots than others. I also did it with our base here, just a little bit on each side around the edges. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started assembling. We have our holes already drilled, and we'll go ahead and get started with that. Okay, we have our cord here. We're gonna start with our base. We have 2 holes. We wanna make sure to go in, go up. We're gonna give ourselves a lot of extra room that we can take away later, just to make sure we have it right. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our base here, and we're gonna throw that through. We'll get it to the end here. Then we're gonna go ahead and take it through our lantern. Now that I have that all strung through this piece, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this piece down, screw it on as tight as you can. And we just have this here, and we pushed it out. So we're going ahead and unscrew them. We're gonna loosen these up. We're gonna tighten these up and just wind them up. Now, carefully. Got a little pokey there. And take it and wind it around the screw. Tighten it down. Okay, now we're done with putting these in here. You want to make sure that it does work. Get my light bulb, plug it in. Okay, it works. There we go. Now we're just gonna go ahead and finish putting everything together. We're gonna unplug it first, because that'd be the smart thing to do, just to be safe. We're just gonna pull our cord, get this into place, and we're just go ahead and screw down this little knob here to hold it in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and assemble here. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of room, and then we'll pull it through more, just so we can glue it. I have here some Gorilla Glue, clear grip, and it works on metal, glass, fabric, wood, ceramic, leather, and then I have my hot glue. Hot glue is just gonna be for instant gratification. I'm gonna give myself just a little bit more room, and then we'll tighten it through. We can get the right amount of glue on. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and need some extra hands to help me hold this up. My husband's gonna help me. Okay, while we're having time for this to dry, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna use our Dollar Tree Christmas tree, and we're gonna make a decoration with it. I'm gonna go ahead and snip it off. I'm not using the whole tree. And we're gonna go ahead and cut off some extra pieces because we're gonna put it around our base, like a garland. I'm gonna form this here. We're gonna make a joy sign. Middle part will be a wreath. I just gotta get my measurements right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange and mess with these until I like the way that they look. Well, I had an idea. I don't like the way it looks. We're starting again. Okay, what I came up with instead was using some pipe cleaners to form a J and a Y, and then I used my little Christmas tree to make a little wreath for the O. Here I've formed my Y. I just took a pipe cleaner, double over, and made the Y form, and it's that simple. And then tied it a little bit and twisted it. So I've already done that, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my twine. I'm gonna glue on the end, just a little bit, and we're just gonna wind, and then we'll glue again at the top. Okay, so now I have this all laid out. I'm gonna, just to give it a little bit of character on this piece of wood that I stained, I'm gonna take my buffalo check ribbon, just a scrap of it, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it right in the center. And we'll just glue it on the back. So I'm just gonna find my placement, and then we're gonna go ahead and glue it on. And actually, before I do all that, let me go ahead and take a piece of twine and let's make the back. So we're just gonna go flip this over, and I just wanna make a little area where I can hang this at. So I'm just gonna hold it like this. I'm gonna take a knot, form a knot, you know, whatever. Make a knot, form a knot, whatever. Do a knot. I like to do knots because I feel like it's more secure. We're just gonna take a piece, a dab, cannot speak. dab of glue we're gonna stick on right where our knot is. And then the little trick that I learned is to take a piece of ribbon, and it also cleans it up in the back. We're gonna go ahead and glue on one side, over the knot, and on the other side. This just helps secure it more, and it kind of gives it a cleaner look. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find my center for my little wreath, and we will add to this, but I wanna glue it down first and decide which way I like it. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna take our hot glue, we're just gonna go around on some top points, so you don't have to do it all the way around. Find where I want this. And we're gonna also glue on our J. And we're gonna make a little bow. I already tied it in a little shoelace bow, and we will make it shorter, of course. But I just wanted a simple little bow. You can make it different if you want. Do a little rag bow. I'm going to place it on my wreath. Super cute. I love how it's turning out already. But now we're gonna go ahead and put our embellishments on. So right now I had cut those pieces off the Dollar Tree Christmas tree so I can decorate my bottom base. Got some berries I got from the thrift store. Find a spot and I'm gonna glue them on. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some pine cones, just a few of them. Just get a little more something something. Now we have that along with our base. I love it. I think it's super cute. Make sure when you're doing something like this, you keep your screws in an area you find them so you don't lose them. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna finish out the top part. I have some of these that I cut off from my little Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna stick in the top to give it a little more character. And I have this bow I got from the Dollar Tree. I cut it down because it was too long and hanging over the edge. Made dovetails, and I also put on some little pine cones from the Dollar Tree. Just gonna kind of leave it simple. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna hook it right on top. And pardon me, it might be a little crooked because it's hard for me to see this way. And then I'm open up here. And right here I put a little bead, a red bead on the end, and I cut this down so it'd be easier to grab. So you just can grab this to turn it on. There you have it. Super cute. I absolutely love it. This is gonna go by my Christmas tree. And my grandbaby is gonna love it. Thank you. You guys have a good day.